Yeah, today this video is about is it really worth sending your kids to Caribbean medical school or any of those United States medical schools? And so most of you, your kids have hard time to get into Canadian medical school. That's why you are sending somewhere outside. So you really want to know, is your money worth spending? So this is the question every parent asks. And I know a lot of you, not a lot of you, some you might have talked to your friends, they might have sent their kids, and some of the kids were successful, most of them they are not. So you really have to ask this question. So this question is worth asking. So like I explained previously, let me show you, these are the hurdles they had to go through. Okay, I'm going to show you these hurdles. So you see that first is the MCAT. Not if they plan to attend US school, yes, definitely they had to have a MCAT somewhere around 510 or above. And so if they're going to Caribbean medical school, there some school they may require, some school they may not, but it may help them when they try to find residency, the residency matching, because most of them they're going to go to US, so that when the residency matching comes, this MCAT score will boost them up. So you ask the question. First of all, you had to ask your, you had to look at your kid. So first of all, this is what I found. If the kid is so motivated, the kid decided they really want to be a doctor, and they try hard. They couldn't get into Canadian school, but your kid is so capable, and the kid has the motivation and the energy, every single thing you can, think about. The kid has it, but the kid has the passion, kid has the dream, everything. The kid has it, and kid has the ability, and also the MCAT is one of the good hurdles, we can look at maybe the kid is getting a good MCAT score that prove the kid is capable. First of all, you need to make sure the kid is capable. Otherwise, if the kid is not motivated, I don't think you really want to spend your money sending them to Caribbean or US school. So that's the first thing. And I was looking at this residency matching rate of some of these Caribbean medical school, and I know last time I said somewhere around 10% something, success rate or something, become a doctor or something, real doctor, and I was somewhere close. So it's shocking. So I went to a couple of these Caribbean medical school. I was looking at their website. They already publish how many students get matched for residency, and where did they go. Those records are there, and so I'm going to post in my YouTube video. You can go and look at that. So I was looking like 2 pages. So I remember some of the school take, I don't know, 400 students, 1,000 students, somewhere around medical student coming there, and I see maybe about 2 page worth, 2 page list. That means so they have a list saying, okay, so we send our kids accepted for residency at this university in US, this university, and I was looking somewhere around 2 page, and I believe somewhere around 40 something. So out of 400 or 1,000, only 40 of them going. So it's shocking. I think you should consider. And the thing is, I know I have a best friend, and I know this guy from childhood, and I know his daughter went to one of those schools, and I know the kid worked so hard, and I knew, and also I knew. I really want some reliable source. I don't want to go on, write something about something is fake. Something is not real. So I want real data. I know this the student got this the residency, accepted residency here in Virginia, and she did good, and she finished her residency. Now she's going fellowship, so it's great. like she's going to cardiac. Cardiac is one of those tough area. So, and if you go and look at in the web, people post, oh, nightmare going to this Caribbean medical school. Yes, it sounds like a nightmare, for some of them, but those, they really work hard, they're so determined, of course they can make it happening. So that's true. So I really want you guys to go and look at those Caribbean school website and look at those residency matching rate, the report. They have a report there every year, and you could look at that, and see it with, with your own eye. I mean, that'd be nice, before you send your kid. But first of all, you ask the question, okay, is your kid really try hard, really want to be a doctor? Try hard, get a good MCAT score, and somewhere around, I believe somewhere around more than 510 something, that's a good score, and so you and also try to get into Canadian medical school. Canada, they accept only, I don't know, very few of them. They don't have much. I think about 17 some hospitals something there. That's what I remember. If I remember correctly. So it's really competitive to go to Canadian medical school. So that's where you are trying somewhere else. But my case, my specialization is U.S. medical school and Caribbean, and I don't know anything about other school, because I really want reliable source to write something. So if you know somebody went to different medical school, they were successful, please and maybe you could put a YouTube video like me, that'd be nice, but it has to be reliable. Okay, so this residency matching rate is one of those biggest thing, and also should be able to specialize, because there are times they just become general practitioner. That means they never get a chance to specialize. That's not true. I have seen this kid going to specialize. So it's possible. Everything is possible if you work hard. If you go to a good medical school in Caribbean, most probably the top tier and the middle tier, yeah, it's quite possible. I know that. And also the kid has to work hard. And so all I know is my daughter goes to U.S. medical school. I know she works so hard, and sometimes she didn't even get sleep, and study for the exam the whole night. I know that. So it's tough, if the kid can put up that kind of work, it's worth it, Otherwise, the kids, just want to have fun. Yeah, medical school is not for fun. I can tell you, doctor profession is not easy. So if you go back and I remember back home in Sri Lanka, like my place, I remember one or two of my in my neighborhood, they were medical doctors. I remember stuff. It's not easy because go to a medical school. It's not easy. Very competitive. Same thing. I mean, like same thing here in US. It's not easy. Going to medical school, tough. I don't think it's an easy thing. Okay, so the kid has to prove those things. It's not. See that problem with the Caribbean medical school. There are some of them. They just let you in, but you waste your money and the kid's time, but they won't become a doctor. So these are the things I really want to educate you guys. And so I already talked about MCAT, USMLE, that's the US medical license exam, 4 years, and residency matching. Then after that, they get a hospital here and work in US. That's about 2 years. Then after that, residency over, they go fellowship. 2 years. They specialize. 2 years or more. So altogether, after the undergrad, so it's going to be like 8 years. It's a lot of work, and that's what I can tell you. Like please, and I'm going to post something, with this this video. I'm going to show you all the websites. You can go there and verify, and see, it work for you. And yeah, please make sure that your child is ready. Going to medical school. It's not. I mean, if you get plenty of money, I would rather throw somewhere else than throwing to medical school. Like make sure your kid is really prepared. That's what I mean. The first test would be. I would rather ask you. Okay, see, maybe your kid say, "Oh, I want to be a doctor." Okay, all right, kid, show me. Okay, take the MCAT. Show me you can get more than 510. The kid, the first test the kid has to prove it. Okay, let's say the kid get more than 510 or 515 or something, higher. That'd be nice. I think 515 is somewhere around, I don't know, what is that, 90 some percentile or something. Somewhere, the kid has to prove, the kid is capable. Then you should consider. Maybe the MCAT may be the easiest thing to test. So if they can get a good MCAT score, even the Caribbean Medical School, you guys plan to go, it doesn't need MCAT, but try always the top. If the kid get a really good MCAT score, should be able to go to one of those top tier Caribbean school, or you could even try US Medical School. It's worth it. So anyway, this is the video. It's all about, I think, before you throw your money in this Caribbean Medical School, make sure your kid is ready. So the first test, MCAT. See if the kid can make more than 510. Let's see the kid can show. I know they can talk. Let's see they can do the work. Let's see that. Okay, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much.